Hey, Hyperdrive Pictures, Stevens Ritter here, and I am with Christopher Kamen Lee, who played Andros, the Red Space Ranger. This is your first Morphicon. How's it going?
Yeah, it's going great. It's going a lot of fun.
Awesome. So has it been, I don't know what you were expecting, but has it been overwhelming or exactly what you were looking for?
I wouldn't say overwhelming, but there is a lot more people here than what I thought there would be. I mean, I can still handle it.
Yeah, of course. Of course. We're talking with the Red Ranger here. You can handle anything.
Yeah.
So, speaking of Red Ranger, like I said, you were on the season Power Rangers in Space, which is a very widely acclaimed, one of the best written seasons. How did you get involved with that? What was the audition process like?
Boy, the audition process. Well, I was living in Miami when I first went out for it, and I was told later on that they went all over the country, like every major city. Just seeing hundreds, if not thousands, of people at a time. And I remember when I auditioned for it, I did like this little martial arts routine that I kind of just made up there on the spot, and it was absolutely horrendous. It was probably the stupidest, goofiest looking thing ever. But somehow they decided to call me back. But the big thing that really got me about it was that when I auditioned for it, they didn't get back to me for about 9 months. So I did not think that I got it. I was like assured. I was assuring myself, nah, I didn't get it.
Probably forgotten about it when the phone call. Yeah.
Actually, yes, I did. I had forgotten. I went out for that? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. So they bring you in, get you ready. They got, what is it, a blonde or a white streak in your hair? That must have...
It was really, really yellow. They told me, oh, your character's going to be an alien. So I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. And they said, so you're going to have very strange hair. And I was like, all right, fine. So we're going to put you in a wig. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. But when I came out to California, pretty much right when I landed, they told me, so now we're going to bleach your hair. Ooh. Yeah, and I was like, what happened to the wig? I thought we were doing a wig. And they said, no, it won't look real, which they were right. I mean, it would have looked like a wig. It's just... The bleach thing was kind of a surprise, and I had never bleached my hair before, so it was a refreshing experience.
Yeah, you're probably stuck with that when you left the set, weren't you?
Oh yeah, that doesn't just come right out. Yeah.
No, maybe get a wig for when you're done shooting, Ab.
We had to redo it every month, because the roots would grow in and all that stuff. Right. So yeah, I was stuck with that for a very long time, and I had to walk around like that.
So your season was a very unique season because it was Power Rangers in space. There was a lot of space travel, going to different planets, had a really big Star Trek vibe. Did you have to do a lot of technobabble? I mean, there's a lot of technobabble in Power Rangers already. Were you looking at these lines going, what is this? Or did you kind of have a little bit of a history of watching the show?
No, there was a lot of technobabble, and I used to watch Star Trek, the Next Generation show. I really liked it. So I could kind of see where they were going, but still, they're made up words. So it's still technobabble, and you're just kind of looking at the script like, what the hell does that even mean? I don't get it. Okay, it was a lot of silly but fun gibberish coming out of our mouths.
But somehow it makes sense to the 8-year-old kids and not the actors. Somehow that's the way it works. All right. So watching Power Rangers in Space was interesting for me because at first I went, oh, there's this new Red Ranger they just expect me to follow. How am I supposed to do that? But then they gave you a really good story. I mean, they gave you this whole arc with I need to find my sister, and oh no, my sister's evil, but there's good with her. And you got one of the serious story arcs in the show as a whole. Did you know where that story arc was going as you were filming, or were you just rolling with it?
I didn't know what the overall story arc was going to be. I mean, I knew that Astronema was actually his sister. I knew that, but I didn't know where they were going to take it. I didn't know if, she would ever turn into a good guy or what. So I wasn't exactly sure where they were going to go with it, but I was really happy with it. It was very much paralleling Star Wars, and I'm a huge Star Wars fan. So I was really happy with doing that,
Were there any places you wish the show might have gone but they didn't get to, or they were saying they were going to do this but then they changed the scripts?
There was nothing that they said, like, we're going to do this and then changing it or anything like that. The only thing that I kind of thought about one time that might have been interesting for us to, go into would have been time travel. But really, the way that we did it, the way the show came out, I think it came out just fine. I think it came out great. I don't think they really needed to change anything. So I was very happy with it when it was, looking at it from beginning to end. I was really happy with it.
Yeah, it was an extremely, extremely solid season. It's part of being a solid season was because it kind of brought the first era of Power Rangers to an end. Andros kills Zordon. All the bad guys are either turned back to good or gone. Was there a big sense of finality on set? I mean, maybe not for, you and the other actors had only been on for a year or two, but did you sense that with the rest of the crew?
When Zordon, when one of us had to prematurely end his existence, it was kind of a big thing, even amongst all the crew. It was like, wow, well, Yoda's gone. Wow,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it did feel like, wow, things really just changed a bit,
Yeah.
So, that's everybody kind of felt that way, I guess.
I'd actually heard that at first your season, there wasn't going to be any more Power Rangers after your season. Did they tell you that going in? Were they saying this is the last one? You're the last Red Ranger?
No, they didn't say that to. They didn't say that to me, at least. But I kind of heard it through the grapevine while we were going that it may be one of the last seasons, if not the last season. But obviously it wasn't. So, but I just heard that, unconfirmed rumors and things like that while on set. So.
Interesting. All right, so since Power Rangers, I see you've become a comic book writer. Can you tell us a little bit about the work you're doing nowadays with this comic book here?
Well, we're doing a little book called LA Crazy Town. It's focusing on, a group of characters living in LA in a real setting, but at the same time, a fantasy kind of setting. We've got vampires and werewolves and robots and mutants and all this kind of stuff running around, and we focus on a group of characters that are heroes, but they're the type of heroes that are willing to do what is necessary to really get the job done, which is, if there's a bad guy and he's a problem, kill him. You put him in jail, he'll get out.
Yeah.
The problem keeps going on. Kill him. So that's what that's how our characters look at things.
They get it done.
They get it done.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And just to take it back to Power Rangers really quickly, our show is Power Rangers Essentials. We review the must-see episodes. If there's a must-see episode for Andros, in your opinion, what's the one to watch?
Shell shocked. Yeah, I beat the hell out of 3 Ninja Turtles by myself.
Oh yeah, he does. That's like the second episode.
Me, one guy, beat 3 Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, take that.
I didn't see anybody else doing that.
No. Michael Bay should make a movie about that. Awesome. Well, Christopher, thanks so much for talking with us.
Thank you, man.
All right, have a good day.
You too.
Let's rock it! Hey guys, thanks for watching my interview with Christopher Kamen Lee. If you thought this was a cool interview, be sure to hit the like button and let me know what your favorite episode of Power Rangers in Space was in the comments below. We do a nerdy video or Power Rangers interview every Wednesday, and our next one was actually with Royce Heron, the woman who played Miss Appleby. That comes out next week, so you don't want to miss that. Hit the subscribe button so you don't, and I'll see you guys next week. Punch it!